Today, a top Ukrainian intelligence official said Russia may have the resources to keep up its war for another year, but Putin may try to freeze the fighting soon to try to convince the West to drop sanctions that are crippling Russia's economy. Back in Ukraine, life on the front line is grinding on despite no running water, lack of food, widespread power outages, and buildings in ruins. CNN's Ben Wiedemann went to the eastern city of Bakhmut, where residents barely flinch at the sound of rocket fire.
The daily bread has arrived, 2 loaves per person in the frontline city of Bakhmut in eastern Ukraine. There's no gas here, the bakeries don't work, so the loaves, 10,000, are trucked 10 hours here every day. Lilia has come with her 2 grandchildren and says she tries to shield them from the sounds of war. We tell them there are some guys playing with tanks, she says. How can I damage their mental health? You shouldn't do that. It's impossible. That's the roar of outgoing Ukrainian fire. Tetian is a volunteer helping hand out the bread. Leaving Bakhmut is out of the question. I have 2 children and 4 grandchildren, she tells me. I love them all. I want all of us to live here. It's our land. Everything will be fine. God protects us. Pavlo Dyachenko's job is to investigate every strike, every damaged building for the Bakhmut police.
Airstrike any time. In the morning, in the evening, we don't know when it's going. People have a damage.
He takes us to a school struck by Russian warplanes Wednesday. 2 passers-by were injured. Classes haven't been held for months. Not far away, a complex of agricultural warehouses has been hit. Workers salvage what they can. Shrapnel tore into the roof of one warehouse containing a precious resource. We don't know the motives of the Russians for hitting this facility. It's been struck 3 times, most recently on Thursday morning. But one cannot but wonder if all of this Ukrainian grain is the target. Lyudmila and her 2 children have been staying at this city-run dormitory since March. They fled the shelling on her nearby town. She's pondered leaving to a safer part of the country, but doesn't have enough money, and in the end asks, what's the point? The Russians are coming. It's the same everywhere, she says. When they, the Russians she means, are done here, they'll go further. Yet others aren't so fatalistic, reminded as they wait for the bus out of the city why they should go. Igor, a beekeeper in peacetime, is leaving with his cat, Simon Simyonich. I left everything here, he says, my bees and my house with all my belongings. They load their bags on the bus and go. And of course, that high morale we saw among Ukrainians after they were able to push the Russians back from the capital, Kyiv, is starting to disappear as reality is becoming to bite in terms of just the intensity of Russia's artillery bombardment of eastern Ukraine.